How out of touch is our federal government with what's going on? I ask that question because I want to show you something. See if I can figure out how to do all this stuff since I'm so unskilled, as this lady's fixing to say. See, between her and Trump, they pretty well cut down the American workers left and right. But they don't let us talk. They don't let us prove our skills. So let's prove our skills. Let's listen to this little lady. If I can get this, this is pretty complicated stuff. I might not know how to do it. Let's give it a try, though.
We don't get that as the biggest concern. Our biggest concern that we hear from our employers, which create 2 out of every 3 new jobs, is that they can't find enough skilled workers. They need...
You hear that? Out of the employers that create jobs, their biggest concern is they can't find any skilled workers. Let's cut to the chase. Benny Johnson won't do it, but I'll do it. Created negative 23,000 jobs last month. They must not need any employees. 2 out of 3 is going for that. Let's see, the month before that, they created 20,000 jobs. Now, I'm not so good at math. I'm pretty unqualified according to this woman, according to Trump. But 2 out of 3 would be about 14,000 jobs out of those 20,000. But let's let her finish talking, because I think she's going to stick her foot in the mouth, and I want to hear her. We'll give her a chance.
More qualified workers to be in the workforce and work for them. And no one is asking for foreign workers. No one is saying, I need more foreign-born workers. I need more visa workers. They are simply saying we need the students coming out of, be it high school or college, to be trained and skilled enough to do these jobs, and they're not. We have 7 million jobs open in America. We have plenty.
Let's stop right there. That's where old Mike Rose sticks his foot up in his behind right here. 7 million jobs open. It's what's known as the JOLTS propaganda. It's where they take a sample of something like 19,000 or 21,000 establishments to try and calculate how many jobs they need that are going open. But they don't check for duplicates, as far as I know. They don't talk to the unqualified, to the underemployed or the unemployed Americans like myself who can do these jobs. They don't give us the ability to call this lady out. What's her name? Kelly Loeffler and Benny Johnson. We're never given the choice, never given the opportunity. Shouldn't we as Americans have the ability, or should I say opportunity, to compete for these jobs? We're not given that. Now, whether it be their systems, their software is automatically flagging, say, hey, this guy's too old, or he don't have a college degree, or so what, he can do the job. We don't want him if he's not a perfect specimen. Well, most of America's not perfect specimens anymore after being thrown under the bus for the last 23 years in my case. Got a lot of damn baggage going on. But I can do the job better than most. I wonder if she could. Or she just promoted there because of her good looks and his good looks. I don't think either one of them has the substance to come up and talk to you and ask you, can you do the job? Better yet, why don't they come out and the Department of Labor, the Department of Labor's Inspector General, whatever, is doing a hell of a job. Why don't they create a website? Hell, me and Nick and Chief, we'll all get together. I guarantee you between 3 of us and Amanda, 4 of us, we can figure out how to put together a website where they can go out there and they can list these jobs that these employers say they can't fill. And then we can make it possible for Americans to apply for those jobs. So that they say, when they say they can't find skilled Americans, we can go up and stuff up their ass and say, yes, they're applying. You're not considering them. You're not giving them an opportunity to compete. And another thing, I want to see a list of these jobs that they say they can't find, they can't fill. I want to see what the pay is. Let's say I'm a software developer. I'm a junior software, even though I'm obviously a senior. Say I'm a junior software developer making $70,000 a year. Would I apply for a manufacturing job paying $10 an hour in Timbuktu because I can't find a job in software anymore? No, I don't think so. You know why? The cost of living is higher than that. I want to see what these jobs pay and what the cost of living is and all this stuff so we can compare apples to apples. But the sad thing, and here's what really bothers me more than anything, and I've tried for 23 years to get some Wolverines to saddle up, folks. Tell these guys and these gals in our Congress and our Senate and our White House that you are available and you do have the skills. But you don't. You cower in the corner underneath a rock like a damn field mouse. So it's natural that they believe that you don't exist because they rely on that propaganda that known as the JOLTS report that says, hey, there's 7 million jobs open. But they don't never go out and double check and make sure those 7 million jobs actually exist. They don't dedupe them. They don't do anything. Because they expect you to blindly follow their shit, swallow their shit. Don't cut it, folks. You know, this is America. We believe in freedom. We believe in opportunity. We believe in capitalism. Me, myself, and I've seen the boot heels of capitalism. Boy, it kicked me down hard. But I still believe in it. I still believe it's the best system out there that allowed me to work my way back up the ladder if ever somebody will give me the opportunity to do so. And I believe the same for you. But right now, we're not given the opportunity. What this lady just said about they don't ask for Indian workers, bullshit. If that guy that's doing the selective process is an Indian, especially our banks, J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citibank, all them damn sorry-ass banks, I guarantee you that a white boy or a brown boy, meaning Mexican, or Chinese, Filipino, are not going to get interviewed by them guys. We can prove it time and time again. We've got so many articles showing where they've been sued and they've lost. I don't remember which one it was here recently. There was $3 million. Wasn't it one of them OpenAI or somebody like that? Discriminating against Americans. This Kelly Loeffler, she I almost called her a dumb blonde there, excuse me. But it's obvious that she's not doing any homework. She's just kind of like that one that was in charge of the Department of Labor recently. I forget what her name was. Got fired or quit or demoted or whatever. Just there to go team, go Trump, go. Well, screw Trump, screw the team, screw everything. Americans need jobs in America. What can we do to level the playing field? What can we do to expose what's going on? I think the best thing we can do, and hell, the Department of Labor, if you're not willing or capable of doing it, I know you're kind of like, Ken Paxton's office down there in the Attorney General's office, you're top-heavy H-1B contractors that don't hire Americans, so you probably don't have the skills to do it. But this old white boy here, this old veteran, Navy veteran, 76, 82, radioman, yes, I was, believed in the haze, gray, and underway saying. I still believe in it. I can develop that website. Nick Plum can develop that website. The Chief can develop that website. Amanda Louise can develop that website. We're all highly skilled. We're all either unemployed, underemployed, or in the case of Chief and Nick, now they've been fortunate. I'll give them credit for that. But they're young. Wait till they get old like me when goddamn nobody will give you a chance. But anyway, I'm willing to develop that. Because we need the ability. When these employers say that we got 7 million job openings, we want to be able to quantify. We want to be able to run a SQL query and say, okay, we're going to dedupe this. And we've actually got 1 out of 10 is a actual job. The other 9 are duplicates by different headhunters. We want the ability to do that. We can do it. All we got to do is believe we can do it. But it's not up to me, folks. Hell, my battle's, well, I won't say it's winding down because I still full of piss and vinegar. But I don't have as much energy as I do anymore. So it's up to you guys and gals to step up to the plate and call BS on videos like this one here by Benny Johnson, whatever his name was, and Kelly Loeffler. Call them out. Tell them, say, my skills are there. They're as good as yours are or better. Or go crawling if that damn rocket you've been hiding under, because that's all that you're going to get. Anyway, let's put my little BS back up there, man. If you want to find me on Twitter or YouTube, you can under V. Beersel. I appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe, because apparently nobody wants to talk about jobs, which is why Kelly Loeffler and Benny Johnson get all the views by pissed off Americans that won't do a goddamn thing about it. Now, I survive on $1,419 a month living in this old garage, as you can see. Not too bad right now. It's 83.8 degrees outside and 73.1 degrees inside. Later today, it'll be 103 outside and about 95 inside. So that's why I try to get most of my work done in the mornings. So if you can afford to donate, I'd appreciate it. Supposedly you can scan that QR code thing when you get there. I'm pretty old-fashioned and I'm feeble and I'm unqualified according to Trump and Laura Ingraham and Kelly Loeffler and the Department of Labor and the Veterans Affairs, because I'm a white boy. Apparently that means I'm not as from the top of the pool that India has to offer. Well, I call BS on that, but it don't matter what I call. It matters what you call. Anyway, y'all have a good one. It's going to be a good day to, as the old Indians would say, it's a good day to die in battle. Let's bring this son of a bitch to a head.